DBMS lecture, and now we are taking up towards the SQL part. So in SQL part, we had a overview of the database objects. One, we called it as tables. Two, we called it as views. Three, it was synonyms. Fourth one will be sequence, and the other one will be the index. So now in this talk, we will be covering up synonyms, sequence, and index as a part of the database objects. So first of all, we will start working with the sequence. So sequence, basically it is going to generate the values in a primary key. In fact, it can be a sequence, it can be in ascending, or it can be in a descending order. So it is automatically, it is generating an unique numbers. This was the key takeaway when we talk about synonym, and basically it is going to be a shared object, and it can be created as a part of a primary key value. And why we are going to use this? Because to have a speed up of a content recovery. So that is what a sequence is going to nurture. And sequence, yeah, of course it is going to be generated very automatically. So how we are going to create a sequence? We make a create followed by sequence with the sequence number. Then we are going to have this increment by n. Then we will, at what value the sequence has to be start, and what was the maximum value, what was the minimum value. Do you want to repeat it again? So cycle yes or no, and whether it is to be cached at temporary storage. So all that can be defined. For example, if I'm going to have 1, 3, 5, 7. So now you can see here it is plus 2, plus 2, plus 2. So now I can say increment is equals to 2, and then start value is equals to 1. So now I can give it this model, start value is equals to some 9. Then what it happens? It happens with 9, 11, 13. In this way, it is going to generate the automatic values for the relation. Now here is an example of how a sequence is going to be created. Create sequence, and the user defined name for a sequence. It was given as department ID sequence, and it is going to be incremented by 10 value. It starts up at 120 and it is going to end up at 9999, and there are no cycles and there is no cache. So for example, we have 10, 20, 30, 50 and 80 in the already in the department table. So now why we are freshly starting at 120 and it goes with 10, 130, next 140. In this way, it is moving up to the sequence values. So now we can, okay, we created a sequence. Now we want to understand whether the sequence was really created or not. So in order to understand that, we have to look up at the data dictionary, and data dictionary, it is going to maintain the list of sequence in an area, and that area we are going to call it as a user sequence. So we call it as an user sequence. So we will type the sequence what we have created, and how much is the minimum value, how much is the maximum value, how it is going to be incremented, and what was the table it is going to take up. So you call here as a user sequences. Sequence is going to be navigated by two attributes. Sequence is going to be navigated by two attributes. The very first attribute will be the current val, and the next will be the next val. So if I want to have the present value, then I'm going to take it as current value. It is 2020, and I want to move to the 130. So here we are going to call it as a next val. So we have the two primitives. One, it is next val. Another, we are having the current val. So using these two attributes, we are moving up the sequence content. Now suppose that here is an example. we want to create a new department called as support, and we want to put the location as 2500. So how can I do it? And yes, we are going to say insert into department, and we have a department ID and name and location. Yeah, these are the predefined attributes to be taken up. So instead of department ID, what we are going to do, already department ID is 10, 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 90 is there. Now, well, after 90, what will be the next val? So it can be 100, it can be 110, it can be 120. In this way, we are going to pretend. So in order to get that value, we say the sequence department underscore department ID dot sequence with next val. So automatically it is going to have an auto increment. It is going to an auto increment to this content, and thereby it adds a department name with support and uh, 2500. So what was the present value assigned, at what point the present sequence assigned you want to understand, then we are going to build up a value called as a current val. So here we had another discussion to be taken. We call dual. Dual is by default Oracle database. It is one row and one column database. So it is almost empty every time, and people want to retrieve data from the Oracle server, then they get this dual. So how can I modify the sequence? Was I can make this as an alter command. I can make this as an alter command. So we created a table, then we can alter the table. Similarly, we create a sequence, then we are going to make an alter the sequence. So for that, we say that earlier it was 10, now it is updated to 20. Earlier it was some 999, now it is updated uh, um, to the new values. So in this way, we are going to alter the sequence. Finally, what sequence was created, now the sequence has to be removed, has to be dropped. For that, we are going to use the command called as drop, and whatever sequence we created, and thereby the name of the sequence, thereby the name of the sequence. So we created a drop followed by the sequence name, and then we are going to eliminate that sequence. Okay, fine. The another important object for the Oracle database objects was an index. So why we are going to use an index was to have a speed retrieval, of data. So whatever it is in the database, so we are going to use the indexes. Assume there is a student number, student name, and marks. So if it is like this, now we call row 1, row 2, and row 3. Row 1, row 2, and row 3. Now every row is going to have some record ID, and this record ID is having a unique pointer. So in order to have a such mechanism, we have a unique pointer to retrieve to each row. Every row is going to be taken up with the pointer. Now I can have a keys in form of a attributes, and I can have a key value pair that we'll be discussing. So why we are creating an index? Index, it is for speed retrieval. So that is taken up, and it is going to be maintained automatically by the Oracle server. How can we create indexes? Yeah, we can create index 1 automatically, 2 manually. So when it is automatically, now we define a key with the primary or unique, any type of key constraint in the table definition, and thereafter the Oracle server will see that that key is going to be executed. Manually is that we have to define it, and across the rows, etc., that it is to be taken up manually. Now here is the syntax. Here is the syntax how we are able to create a index. So now you can see the syntax: create followed by index and user defined name. And now here we are applying it on a table with some columns here. So it can be applied to one or more column. This was the first key takeaway we should understand here. Why we are going to use an index? Yeah, because for speed query access. In order to have a fast query access, a speed query access, we need to work with the index. So now create table instead of table. Now we are going to have a index. What was the name of an index? Employee last name index. So we are assigning an index towards the last name of a employee. We are assigning an index towards the last name of an employee. So in order to search for last name, now it is improvising the search to get the last name record. Okay. So when not to use an index was if the table was too small, if there is a frequent updates, at that time we don't need to create a index. And one more advantage of using an index was to go with the function-based indexes. At this point, we can apply a single row functions to an index, and thereby we can retrieve the content from the database. So how we can do the function-based was creating an index and the name of an index. This is the name of an index, that is upper department IDX, and we are going to do it in the department table. So upper it is going to be a single row function, right? So that is why we are going to call it as function based indexes. So hereby all the departments names like finance, management, marketing, so whatever departments are there in the office, so all those we are going to put this in a uppercase letters. So for that we are going to call the function primitive call as an upper. So now you can see index was created. Now how can I use that index into my SQL query? So how we can use what we are going to say select star from department. This is the conventional query, and where we are going to call the clause. And now you can see this entire single row function is called at a time. It gives a speed access where the department name was sales. So we created an index, we altered an index, we worked with the functioning of an index, and thereby now it is up to us to drop the index. To how we can drop the database object called as an index was, it is going to say drop index followed by the name of an index. So we created this upper last name for the first last name value. So whatever we created, that we are going to drop it out. So for that we are going to use a command called as drop. So data dictionary, yeah, it is going to maintain the things as a metadata here, and it maintains the branches like indexes, sequences, primary keys, so constraints, and everything it is going to manage internally in the Oracle server. So everything it can be retrieved for faster access, and it supports as a metadata. So we talked about sequences, we talked about indexes. Now coming to the third word, we are going to call here as a synonyms. So synonyms, they are going to be the acronyms or short names, whatever we call. So they are used for simpler access. So in order to give short names, we use simpler access to the databases, and they can be used to call the tables owned by other tables also. And so it is going to have a short length object. So how we are going to create this with the synonym, with the user defined word synonym for what object we need. So here this key takeaway, we are now applying or working with a for. So first time we are going to work with the for in part of a database objects. So now you can see here how we can create a synonym, how we can drop up a synonym. So we make a create operation, and then we make a synonym that is dsum from department. So hereafter we will use dsum name so that it can be a shortcut for the view. So we created a synonym. Now we don't use synonyms hereafter. So we are going to make a drop followed by synonym. Then it is going to be dropped. So this is how we are taking up the three objectives, database objects in SQL.